This morning somebody asked me a question about how the world exists in the mind. So, I'd like to tell you a bit of what I told those two persons. Sometimes you can see, as you grow older, you see more people pass away. And then slowly you learn that some people, when they are about to pass away, the consciousness of another world arises in their minds. And when they are taken up by that state, they forget about the present world. And it's due to karma, because they are going to be reborn into another world. So they see the world arising. For example, it is common knowledge among the Chinese that the people who work as butchers, those who slaughter the pigs, especially in the old days, they slaughter the pigs quite dreadfully. They take the knife and stab the pig. Take something sharp and stab the pig, slit the throat. So, people who do this kind of work, when they are about to pass away, it is common knowledge that they would behave like a pig before they die. They go on all fours, and they squeal like a pig, And it's, you may laugh now, but it's quite dreadful when you see your neighbor acting like that, about to pass away for maybe a week before he passes away. It's quite pitiful and quite dreadful to hear a man acting like a pig just before he passes away. I don't know, maybe some of you may know about 1 or 2 years ago, I think there was a case in Selangor, right? Where somebody was about to pass away and then he acted like a pig. And then it seems the assistant mufti of Selangor or something, he made that statement that he saw this person going to be reborn as a pig. And a lot of people disbelieved him. But he had the tape recording and all that. So people who work in hospitals also, they talk about this. When a person about to pass away, they start to see visions, and some of them they cry because it's frightening visions they see. For example, I had a couple, a man and a wife from Singapore, and my supporters. They told me they had a friend who died of cancer, and this lady, a few years ago, before she died, she used to see people coming towards her with chains to chain her. And then she would cry. She asked, why are they chaining me? So probably she's going to be born in a woeful plane of existence where she'll get chained, maybe in hell or something. And a few years ago in Penang, another one of my supporters told me the father was in the 70s and about to pass away. So about 1 week before he died, he started to act very strange. He went outside, took in a lot of rubbish, put into his room, took off all his clothes, refused to wear his clothes, and crawled on fours. And then he told them he's going home. Then they asked him, where are you going? He said he's going to the dog house. So he's imagining himself as a dog. So these things happen. Another case was about 2 years ago. One of my old supporters, 80 over year old. But he's been a good Buddhist. So he started to see visions, but he had good visions. So he saw people coming in and out of his room. Little girl. So he asked his children, who is that? The children said, who? He said, who's that little girl that came in and out of my room? Who's the monk who walked in my room and went out? They said, no such person. So he got very annoyed and he thought they were all conspiring against him. Nobody saw, only he saw. And later he saw other things. He saw clouds, he saw flowers, very beautiful, and he told his children. The children said, no such thing. So they phoned me up, so I went to stay in his house for a few days. Then while I was there, he saw street with a lot of people, a big bridge over the street. I asked him to describe for me. He told me, to him it was very real, road signs and all that. So I asked him to look carefully, what did the road sign say? He said, look, he said, couldn't see clearly. And I asked him what's around that area. He said, further in the distance there are hills and all that. So you see, when that person is about to pass away, it's like he's tuning into another frequency. Another world is emerging in his consciousness. Slowly, this world will recede. And this old man, he saw two banners with names as though people donated, certain sums of money, and then their names were written on the banners. So he told his son, he said, don't you see, it's so clear, it's fluttering in the wind. The son said, no, I don't see. Then he said, you bring my walking stick. He asked the son to move the walking stick. He was quite sure the son would touch the banner, but the son moved it a bit distant away, so he got a bit annoyed. So I took the walking stick and I moved it slowly in front of him. Then he realized that it was not there. Then his eyes started to turn red. He knew that he was going to pass away. So he asked his children and his grandchildren to come back. But after about half an hour, he'll forget. And then, because that person is about to pass away, the mind is weak, getting weak. And he talk about other things again. But his mind was still fairly alright. He was not like, what's the word? Senile. So, that's to indicate to you that when we pass away, another world arises.